So yesterday I was thinking about what is my channel gonna look like in 5 years, and I really realized that I don't know. And I think I've had this channel for like 3 years now, and honestly how much it's grown is ridiculous, but it kind of led me to the question of like, what do I want to do in the future? Because if you look at my channel, my upload schedule is not really that good at all. I have like 6 videos, and the average time in between each video is like literally a year almost. And like, I feel like with my channel, it comes a lot of motivational issues just because of the fact where videos do take a lot of effort. I don't think a lot of people understand that like to create a video, it's not just like I press record and just like make the video. It literally takes hours upon hours. I have to write the whole script. Well, firstly I have to come up with the idea, like figure out if it's even a good idea that I want to spend my time doing it. And let's say it's a video like building something. I need to actually go in the game now and build it, which takes forever. A lot of people see a building video and they just think about like if they built it themselves, but you have to remember the person who made the video literally spent like hours in an editing software, like perfecting the intro, writing a whole script, adding animation, sound effects, voiceovers, like making sure everything just looks good, polished. Like if a video has over 1 million views, they either paid an editor or edited it to a high degree. Like when I make a video, it's literally I write the script with the idea, then I record the voiceovers, I record all the gameplay, then I put it all into Premiere Pro, and then I, clip up the voice lines, make sure it all like flows through. I edit the intro, then I add all the sound effects, I add all the music, and then I add all the effects. So it literally takes like, I would say on average probably like 20 hours of like pure labor, maybe 30, to like produce a high quality 20-minute video. And like if it's longer, like 40 minutes, it'll literally be like 60 hours of work. And something that tonight I noticed with my channel is like it's highly unpredictable what will happen with a video. Like to a certain degree, my editing is up to par to go viral, but with YouTube nowadays, it's not really like you can just post videos. Like you have to like actually think about what you're doing. Like it's really, I like to think about it like the Mr. Beastification of YouTube. Like if you literally, I mean, this is just how the internet evolves. Like if you look back in 2010, obviously like the internet was different. Like there wasn't AI, there wasn't like people just money hungry, like knowing they can make money online. So what you had was like YouTubers like Stampy or Popular MMOs or like Dan TDM, where they have an intro. Like the ideas were good, but they had an intro and they just recorded. Like there was minimal cuts, no video effects, anything. The ideas weren't anything crazy. It could be episode 30 of the same thing, and it's just like they just don't like do anything. Like they just record. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying that's like a very big difference from nowadays, where everything is just retention editing. Like you have to have top tier ideas, top tier editing, and even then like your video might not get views. There's so many people online who are trying to be YouTubers where it just like ruins YouTube. It makes too many people. There's too many people now because they changed the monetization. There's all these people, these gurus saying to buy their course about how you can become a video editor and a YouTuber, do YouTube shorts and stuff. And like people, like a lot of people obviously just won't put in the work and won't do it, but there are people who literally will, and what it does is raise the standards. So now we have like all these channels like Mr. Beast, like they cracked the retention code. Like if you look at Mr. Beast's videos, like they're just super high editing slop with like pure like storytelling, everything highest degree. Like he spends millions of dollars on his videos to produce the best quality videos ever. And what it does is it raises the standard to the average viewer. And obviously retention spans have gone down over the last few years. Things like TikTok and Instagram Reels like literally fry people's brains, where you need to literally put in maximum effort to like stop someone's attention. Like I was trying to do YouTube shorts for a little bit, and I still am doing them, but I was doing them and I was looking into like the retention and like swipe rate and everything, and it's actually ridiculous. Like your video won't even get pushed if the stay rate is like under 80%. And like being able to stop 80% of people who see your reel in their like algorithm is like not easy to do. Like you need to have a hook, you need to have visuals, visual voices, like everything. Like it needs to make them stop. But like it really removes this like connection to the creator. Like obviously there's always going to be those channels where they're actually people are fans of. Like you could probably think of a bunch of channels you're fans of, but the amount of videos you're probably watching on YouTube aren't even like creators you're a fan of. They're just videos you see online. Like they're just videos you see on the homepage. Like just a random like very intriguing thumbnail, and then you click on it and it's someone you've never heard of, and it's literally just like a Mr. Beast or Eric or like any sort of like high retention editing dupe. And you look at it and it's like a good video, like it's actually a good video, but it just like, it's the same thing as like my channel. It's like you have to put in all this effort for YouTube nowadays, and obviously like it's not like too much work. Like if you understand how to edit and stuff, like it's not hard. But I did find that I found that like when I'm wanting to create videos, it like as a kid I always grew up and wanted to be a YouTuber, but I would watch these channels and like what I'm doing is so much different, and like it's kind of cool what I do. Like obviously like doing YouTube is cool and stuff, but like it doesn't feel like what it should feel like. It's kind of just like I'm just grinding editing, and like there's nothing wrong with that, but that's like the number one thing that like tanks your motivation. Like when you have to spend like a month or two at full pace on a single video and it gets like 500 views, like that's really demotivating. Like most jobs that require effort for 30 hours of work, like you'll get a return on your investment. Like and this is sort of the thing with like any sort of business like venture, I would say. But like with this, like it's like you could put 30 hours of work in and it gets 500 views, and then like you post the video, you know, you make the title, you make the thumbnail, you make everything, you spend 60 hours. Like if it's your first video, you're realistically spending like a good couple hours on that. Like if you're trying to do like a Minecraft video, for example, like your first Minecraft video is not going to be like short to record. Like just because of all the editing like you're gonna want to do, or just like the playtime in general. Like if you're making like a trash like 10-second weird slop YouTube video, obviously it's not gonna take too long. But if you're like really trying, like it might take like 5 to 10 hours to like make everything, you know. Like you're friends with a couple of YouTubers, you're getting into it, and you're spending like a good amount of time, and it gets like 1,000 views, 2,000 views, maybe 5,000 views. And 5,000 views might seem like a good amount, but in the terms of like YouTube monetization, 5,000 views is absolutely nothing. You'll probably get like 5,000 views would be like 20 bucks. If that, maybe like 10, 15. But it's like what I've noticed with my channel is like every time I post a video, like if I'm sure of it doing well, it's like not even going to do that well. But if I am doubting it, like every video I've ever doubted, it somehow got like really good amount of views. Like I would say my top 4 performing videos were genuinely all 4 videos I didn't have high hopes for. My most popular video I had 0 hopes for, but it did well. And it's just like what really happens when that happens is it's weird. Like when you don't think a video is gonna do good and it does, it's like a breath of fresh air. But also motivation doesn't like you don't get motivation from that. Like I remember seeing YouTubers that would quit all the time, like 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, and I would look at them and I'd be like, why would you ever quit? You built a whole audience, you post all these videos, you make a lot of money, why would you ever quit? And like as someone who's been in their literal position where like quitting when you have a big audience is an option you could do, it's like it's a lot easier to do than you think with success. Like people get burnout, people get demotivated, and like it's kind of hard to be like, why would you quit? Like now that I've been in that position, it's like you don't really know like what it's like it's weird. Like my most popular video ever got 6 million views. I didn't post another video for like a year, and I'm gonna be completely transparent. That wasn't because it took a year to make the video. It's because I literally had no motivation to make videos. And it's kind of weird, like, why would you be less motivated after you're successful, like before, when I had a video that did really bad and I was more motivated than when I was when it did really, really well. And I feel like that's kind of insane because you'd think it's the opposite. But what I think it comes down to is really what you're in it for. Because like people always want what they don't have. If you get $10,000, you're going to want 100,000. If you get 100,000, you're going to want a million. If you get a million, you're going to want a billion. And once you get a billion, you're going to want a trillion. Like that's just how it works. You know, people want what they don't have. And setting your goals for things, like once you get it, it's not going to make you happy. Like if you get a million views on a video, it's not going to like fill that hole that you like sought out for when you created that channel. It's gonna like just sit there, and then it's gonna be like, dude, I don't feel any different. I'm the same person. It's just a million. It's just a number on my screen. I have maybe $1,000 in my bank account, $2,000 in my bank account, but it doesn't like it doesn't fill the hole of like the motivational hole at all. Like it really, like, especially when you don't think the video is gonna do well, it like it's weird. Like if I thought it would do well and it did well, I feel like I'd have more motivation. But anyways, that's not even what I was saying. But it's just weird how like it really comes down to like discipline and enjoying the process, because like motivation is like comes in waves for me, and I feel like most people can relate. Like motivation comes in waves. Like some days you'll want to be grinding forever, some days you want to literally not even open the editing software. And it's like it really, success or no success isn't going to change that. And like for some people it might, but for me it didn't really. It just like added more numbers, and it just gave me a little bit more security knowing that the time I'm putting in actually like amounts to something, and I don't have like I'm unmonetized or anything. So it does give you a little more security, but I feel like that security is the killer. Like I feel like when people get comfortable, that's when they lose. Like if you get comfortable, you're like, oh yeah, bro, I've gone viral, you know, I got 1 million views on this video, I got 100,000 subscribers, bro, I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm chilling. But in reality, like what that actually does is it cooks you, because you're not going to want to push for more. So you always got to be like in a disciplined state where you're not driven by motivation and you enjoy the process. That's how you're going to actually do it. And I feel like I think about that sometimes, and that's what really I've come to notice in these last like couple of years. And I feel like that kind of explains the question of like what's in the future for the channel, because like I have motivation right now, but I can't say I will in a year. And like I don't want that to be like a discouraging statement. Like I obviously am gonna like do YouTube. Like it's just what I do. It's like my job right now, so I'm just gonna keep doing it, and it's fun to do. But like it's like it's hard to tell someone like, oh, I'm gonna upload soon or like whatever, because I really don't know like the amount of effort it takes. Like without motivation, it's like hard. And I think another thing with like content creation is like, it's gonna sound funny, but like actually having a life outside of it. Like when I was in high school and I'd make videos, I feel like it was a lot easier just to sit on the PC all day and like do it. But like nowadays, like there's people that like want to hang out with me in person, or like I have a roommate or anything or something like that. And it's like, dude, I can't just like sit here at 7 p.m. on a Friday. Like I'm going to go out, you know? So it's like, I really got hit with like the college life, I feel like a year and a half ago. And like that sort of stuff really like changed how my channel came out to be. And recently I feel like I've been a lot more like attentive with the channel versus a year ago. I've uploaded like recently twice, but it's just, I feel like it's hard to work on videos when I'm in my room on summer break and there's like nothing else to do. Like, for example, if I worked a job at Walmart, McDonald's, some random corporation, I have an office job, something like that, I feel like I would be more motivated to actually do work versus being in my room with like my whole gaming setup, access to Discord, TikTok, Instagram, all these like brain rot things, and actually sit there and edit versus being at driving to work, actually being there, people talking to you in person, doing literal labor, maybe stuff like that. But when you're just sitting there, it's so easy to just press Opera GX browser, click new tab, go to TikTok, start scrolling. Like, that's really what it comes down to in that sort of thing. And like a lot of creative fields, people get burnt out. Like, it's not just YouTube. If there's art, music especially, like, people get burnouts and you just don't want to do it anymore. A lot of artists quit, a lot of YouTubers quit, a lot of everything, like anything creative, a lot of people quit. So it's like a normal thing, but it's really annoying. So I wanted to just talk about the future of the video. I kind of just yapped about like motivation and stuff, but the future of the channel, I really want to get on a semi-consistent upload schedule. And what I mean by that is realistically uploading every like 2-ish months. I want to set like a hard guide rail of like 2 months. But if 2 months doesn't work, it'd be like 3 months, you know, like 2 to 3 months ish. Every like 2 or 3 months would be good for me, to be honest. And like, I feel like that put me on a lot more concrete of an upload schedule, because right now it is looking depressing, guys. Like, I don't even know. And I feel like I decided to make this video too because I feel like it'd be fun to just have a second channel where I yap and then just speed run, because that's what I like to do. But I don't know. I'm just trying to turn this whole like YouTube thing into an actual fun process, because I feel like when I created my channel, I was interested in Minecraft, but at the end of the day, it was still for like a money aspect, you know? Like, I've always been pretty entrepreneurial and like trying to figure out ways to like make money. And like when I went into this, money definitely was in my head. And like, it's not that I don't enjoy it, because I don't really know any other jobs I'd actually enjoy doing. Like, it's not like I'd enjoy like doing something else. So this is just like what's fun for me that actually makes money. But I'm just trying to enjoy the process more. Like, I'm making this channel so I could do like commentary, it'd be a little fun to do, you know. But dang, this is getting long. It's just like 18 minutes. If you actually listen to all this, I don't even know like what to tell you. But I think that's gonna be the end of this video. But if you want to know more about like what I'm gonna be posting on this channel, I think I'm gonna try to do this like format. Like, I saw RecRap do this, and I feel like it'd be fun to do because I do like just talking and just like sharing my thoughts. And I feel like I also want to build a community more, because a lot of like subscribers I have, they aren't really like community subscribers. Like, I have 230,000 subscribers, but not all 230,000 of those people like know me. Like, I would say a good like 80% would know my name if they were told it, but I don't think that like over 50% would like see my video on a homepage and click it because it's me. Like, I don't even know if like 30% would do that, you know? So that's like really where it comes down to. So I just wanted to make this to build more of a community and stuff, and just like share my thoughts online. And yeah.